I do this competitively, inevitably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking LA Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, Rivers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. 3rd and 20. Here's Rivers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another run for Brown on second down. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
In motion right comes Gordon. Graham on third down. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. Down to the 10 and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
and this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline. But here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Off the play fake, here's Graham. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
In motion right comes Gordon. On 2nd down, Graham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion right comes Gordon. Graham going to set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. $16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing Rivers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Out to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Denzel Mims, 28 yards. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major.
It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Brown fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Brown once more. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for two is denied. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Here is third and quite a ways. Now Graham to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Graham here from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Got him in. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Graham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Denzel Mims with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Graham rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Graham will throw. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, Graham They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Mims in motion left.
They'll throw on 1st down with Graham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Rivers. They shakes him off, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Now Rivers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Throwing Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They go play action with Graham. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Rager, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now Rivers. And now here is another interception. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He's got this one completed to Mims. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rolling to his left, Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more, here is Graham. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Graham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Denzel Mims, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Blankenship out for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Second down, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Play fake, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. An inside give, Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now it's Graham. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Blankenship's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. On play action, Rivers. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete dominance of the football.